What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video up on this channel. So, it's currently like Wednesday night. I'm already a day behind on making a video. So, I'm such a terrible YouTuber. But, so I think it's about time that I'm still lost on anything. That's probably about time I actually got to making a video. So, a lot of people, if you get into the age of I am, like getting up to the age of 19, 18, coming up to 19, you're going to be wanting to look for a job, you're probably studying and whatever. So today is going to be a how-to on how to get a job. You're like, how the hell are you going to help me get a job? Well, not me, help me help you. People watching this, yeah, you guys. You're going to be like, how? I'm just going to get to the video, so let's just go. Okay, so a lot of people, when they're trying to find a job, they tend to get a little picky with where they want to work. Like I did. I was very picky when I wanted to work. But, so, usually the starting age to get a job is like 14, 9 months, whatever. Which, that's an okay age to start working, but to me is probably still a little bit too young. But anyway, regardless, no matter how old you are, if you're 14, 9 months, 12, 20, 42, 89, I don't know, some beach. I don't know why I said that. But you want to try and find somewhere. Some good starting spaces is you can like work in fast food or retail, which you don't want to work in either of those. But anyway, so step one would be to find a suitable workplace. You want to try and find a suitable workplace, if you can read that backwards, because yeah, I don't know how to actually write to you guys so you can actually read my stuff forward, because I'm terrible. But anyway, yeah, so we want to find a suitable workplace. That could be like Macca's, KFC, Subway, or yeah, I've got no other places on the top of my head. There's really not many places you can start. But yeah, you want to find somewhere that it's easy going, pays a little well, because you're just starting off. You can find out that it's crap like 2 years down the track. But anyway, just first step, find a suitable workplace, and you're golden. Now, going into trying to find a job, people aren't just going to take any random person off the street. So people are going to be looking for something to look at. So they're not going to be like, have you there every second of the day. Like, oh, can you do this, and this. So you're going to have this handy tool we call a resume. It's actually called a resume. But yeah, you want to make a resume. Now, for those people who are the uneducated people out there, which is who these are for, because people are watching how to, because they don't know how to do anything. But yeah, a resume will basically just have your name, your date of birth. Probably don't put hobbies on there. Like, you can. I don't know, I haven't made a resume for years. You'll have your highest level of education that you've done so far. So if you're 14, 9 months and you're going into year 9, the highest thing will be year 8. If you're going into year 10, it'll be year 9, year 11, year 10, year 12, year 11, so on and so forth. I can't even say easy lines anymore. But anyway, so you want to make a resume, and you can put things where you can say works hard. That's not really a good list. Lists are usually meant to have many things. That's why it's called a list. Good job, Joe. So yeah, the resume, I'm going to list up a few things here. You want your name for one, your date of birth. That's a listing other thing, date of birth. I'll write these in off camera as well, because I'm just going to keep thinking of them off the top of my head and it's not going to get me anywhere. So, yeah, but I'm just going to start with your name, date of birth. That's a good start. Moving on. So now, step 3, you're not going to... Like, having a resume is good, but then people can just read a resume and be like, oh yeah, cool, and they're not going to believe everything that's on there. So the next thing you want to do is get a thing called a reference. So it says, an adult you know, or someone you've previously helped out, maybe a teacher or a coordinator or whatever. You can say, hey, yo, what's up, man? Do you want to be a reference for me for my resume? And they'll probably turn around and be like, yeah, sure, no worries. Here's my number, here's my name. Yeah, you know. So your step 3 is going to be have a reference. Have a reference. And yes, if people are thinking, has his handwriting improved at all? No, it hasn't. I don't think it ever will. So you can take my words for here. Take my word for it, and just hope you hear what I'm saying, and just don't try and read what I'm writing, because what I'm writing is just a bunch of scribbles, and yeah, that's disgusting. Moving on. So I'm getting myself distracted from saying all this stuff. So yeah, you have a reference, then have someone who you can trust that is actually going to have a good word for you, because if you pick someone who's probably going to give you a bad reference, then that's a big no-no. So if it's someone that you are easygoing with, they're trustworthy, which is what you want them to say about you. So see where I'm going? Yeah, make sure you have a trustworthy reference, and they can help you get that little extra step in and get you that one step closer to having a job. Moving on. Now, so you found places that you might want to work at, you've made your resume, you've got your references, so now it's time to actually start getting out there, handing in your resume to places. Now, one thing that sets people off with getting a job and handing in resumes is that they think, like, oh yeah, just hand the resume, more sweat, I've got the job in the bag, man. Never ever think that. That's one problem people do. So just don't think of putting your resume just to get the job. You want to more so put it in to make an impression on the person that is going to be hiring you. So there's going to be several steps to this, so make them subcategories. So the main step 4, the overarching one will be step 4. So that will be make a good impression. Yes, I know that doesn't say impression, that just says I am squiggly line, but yeah, make an impression. So I'll give you some substeps to this. So here we go. So your first thing to make an impression would be, you can't go in wearing your trackies. Well, you can. You could go in wearing your trackies, wearing your derma jumper and whatever. But your first thing to making a good impression, keyword there being good, a good impression, would be to dress nicely. So dress nicely. If you're like, oh yeah, we're more swagalicious. Does anyone say that anymore? I don't think so. Anyway, I'm going to use the word anyway. We'll have my swagalicious chain. I'm going to have my gold teeth in, my brass knuckles and whatever. Like, that's going to send another impression. Probably scare the crap out of whoever you're trying to get to hire you. Yeah, so dress nicely means this is going to fall again. Dressing nicely does not mean it's going to fall again. This is going to fall again. Anyway, so dress nicely would be like a nice collared shirt, button-up shirt, probably a tie if you want to. Like, but dress nicely. I'm not going to a wedding or whatever. I'm not going to some fancy dress party. But hey, it doesn't matter. If you look nice and look really, really well presented, then that's already one step up from everyone else who's coming in with their trackies and their casual sleep around home day clothing. So, get yourself a nice button-up shirt, and you're on your way. Good you, sexy fella. So step 4.2 for making good impression would be having good body language. Like, oh, what does that look like? Wow, good body language is pretty much standing nice and tall, straight, not being all closed off, and like slouching around, crossing your arms and whatever. You just want to be nice presented, open, have a smile on your face, and yeah, just make sure you look open and happy and someone who wants to talk to you. Moving on. So now, step 4.3 for making a good impression would be to not swear your head off. Like, every second word can't be the F word. Like, frog this, frog that. Obviously, that's not that. Like, mate, I just want to land this fucking job. It's going to be so good. Don't be doing that. Just like, oh yeah, I was just looking to get this job. Like, it'd be really nice. And like, you got a really good team that I'd like to work with. And it'd be just fantastic if I could be part of the team. Be one of the team. That's probably a poor excuse for good language. Just basically, just don't be swearing your head off. Be nice, clean, keep it PG or G even. Just think, yeah, I'm all G. And that's how you'll be when you get the job. Let's move on. I keep blinding myself. Great. So, you've gone through all your steps so far. You've found a suitable workplace. You've made your resume. You've got your reference. You've handed in your resumes. You've made yourself look presentable, or whatever, and you've actually managed to leave that good impression on them. And so, a couple of weeks later, you hear a little ring-a-ling-a-ding-a-ding. Your phone's going off. I don't know why I need to say it like that, but your phone's going off, and oh look, it's one of the workplaces. You managed to get yourself an interview. Like, don't just think, oh man, sweet, I've got an interview now, sweet, I'm gonna nail this job. Think back to your step 4. You've just got called in to get an interview. So now this is with the manager, okay? So you want to still talk cleanly, look presentable, and you want to make an impression on them because they're the one who counts. They're the boss man. So you want to make sure you survive the interview process. Oh, the big scary interview process. I need to make sure I spell process right. No, interview. I need to make sure I spell interview right. I can't even read what I'm saying. Process. Whatever. So, you think it's just you going into this interview, which you're wrong. You're going to have like probably 5 to 10 other people with you. So, this is the time to make yourself stand out. So, a good way to make yourself look not so much better than everyone else, but yes, better than everyone else. You want to try and do a little bit of research into the company. It's a good way to get yourself in to getting a job. So, say you're going for good old Woolies down the street. Good old Woolies. I know I'm calling it Woolies. It's Safeway. It's gosh darn Safeway. Anyway. So, good old West Farmers. Let's say that. You want to research into them. Say, yeah, started back in 1884 by the two Russo brothers. They did the Infinity War, not. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. Do some research. Leave another good impression. And look at you. You got the job. Oh, maybe. I don't know yet. So, maybe step 6. I don't know. Now, you're on to your final step for getting your job. Congratulations. You made it. So now what do? I'll tell you what to do. You go and brag to all your friends and tell them, laugh in their face and say, ha ha ha, I'm getting money now. He's rich. Not you. It's me. I got the job. You didn't. Don't actually do that because you look like the biggest tool, like the one back sitting in the back row of year 10, throwing pencils and paper balls at everyone. You're gonna look like him. Not fun, yeah? I'm not naming any names. It's just people sitting in the back row. You know who you are. I'm looking at you. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that little video there. It was obviously all on the fly. Just trying to make it all funny and good for you guys. But, obviously, some of those steps were actually pretty true. You guys do want to make sure that you're well presented. You have a resume. You have a good reference. And when it comes to your interview stage, just, I know it's hard when you get into that stage. It's like, oh man, I've got this interview, I'm gonna look like a fool, I don't want to do that. Just keep calm, go in there, just stay nice and calm, cool, just keep your clean language, and just leave that good impression. And I guarantee you, 99.99% of the time, you're gonna get that job. Just as long as you stick true to what it says in the resume. Because don't worry, later on they're going to find out that it's all completely wrong. But you've already got the job. So, what's there to worry about? Other than that, you guys can catch my Snapchat, Instagram down in the link below. And catch videos in this playlist if you haven't seen them. It's good like this. There's some really good how-tos there, like right here. But yeah, other than that, I'm the-RealArrow. I'll catch you guys at a later date. Other than today, catch you later.